first thing I want to do is show my appreciation for inviting us to this event. This is really awesome. Thank you very much, Gerald, and thank you very much, Mike. We sponsor over 350 events globally, and we don't go to every single one of those. And we specifically chose to come here to this event and share some time with you. And one of the points I want to bring across that's very simple is that you're making history. Everybody here in this room is making history. There is no other time in the history of civilization where the spiritual teachers that have been suggesting to us that we're all connected is being manifested in reality as it is today. You could connect with anyone, anywhere, with anything, instantly, and affect what's happening. You could communicate what's going on in Kenya. You could communicate what Puma's doing. You could communicate with Microsoft. You can do anything you want and connect with one another instantly and make a change. And you're living in that time and place. And your careers are going to advance as a result of that. And you're going to be able to tell your kids, your 3 kids, that you participated in this effort and you changed the world to make it better for them. Now this is not like exaggeration, or this is not like hyperbole. This is what's happening. And if you don't believe that, I can sit here and tell you that I've watched this in my brief time on this planet, see it move and move and move and move. You are making a change and improving the quality of life of humanity. It blows me away. It blows me away. So I gotta say, thank you very much for inviting me. Thank you for all your work. Keep doing the work. And I'll bring out 2 points that I wanted to bring out before I got 2 or 3 minutes left, and that is one, is that the University of California dipped into the archives at CSRwire. CSRwire is the largest repository of voluntary disclosure on the planet. We have more voluntary disclosure points of view and data than anybody else on the planet. It's only because we've been doing it for so long. The University of California dipped into the archives and saw a direct connection between voluntary disclosure of greenhouse gas emissions and increased shareholder value. The study is on our site, peer-reviewed research. Paul Griffin is here from the university, a team of researchers that dipped into our archives without us even knowing it. He made a point of it at lunch for me to know that there's no conspiracy going on. The second point I want to bring across in some of the other studies is the Federal Reserve. I don't know if everybody in this room knows, but the Federal Reserve prints money. They're the only one that can print money. And they print that money and they give it to these big banks. They give it to them. And for the past year and a half, 2 years, these big banks have not been paying any interest on that money. So they give the money, they print the money, they give it to the banks take some of that money and they give it to their executives in the form of bonuses. They take some more of that money and they put it into their capital reserves, and they take the crumbs and they lend it. They lend the crumbs of the money that they print. I was invited to attend the meeting at the White House, and I brought this point to their attention, and I'll bring it again on video. Socially responsible, sustainable companies, people who contribute to society, that have a negative impact on carbon or they're offsetting, should have access to the Federal Reserve Bank. You should be able to borrow money from the Federal Reserve at zero. Your company should be able to get it from zero. Everyone in this room that's doing a good job, that's improving the quality of life of humanity, should get the money the United States Federal Reserve prints and give it to them to grow their businesses and create social enterprises all over the world to improve civil society institutions for the common good. Thank you very much.